overrun your opponent. That strategy is actually used a lot in the tower rushes and stuff, because you know Firelord tower rush, and of course you can see that Todd is taking advantage of it in this matchup too. The Mountain King was pretty effective, just killing some footmen, but I'd say even more so, the bigger thing for Storm and holding off this rush was getting level 2 water elementals for his Archmage, because really, you know, his footmen go down pretty freaking fast, and actually his water elementals have, you know, more health than your footmen anyway, and so that's the better unit. If I could have one water elemental for every footman you have, you know, I'd be very, very happy with that.
I come to cleanse
So
this land.
now, I know I've been talking about the army, the units and stuff for quite some time, so let me go back to the buildings, because at tier 2 the human players get another opportunity to really differentiate themselves from their opponents. Todd chose to go for a late Sanctum and an early tier 3 tech. This will give him late priests, but early knights and early mortars, because he did actually go workshop relatively quickly. Now, in retrospect, or in whatever, on Storm side, he actually went early Sank for early priest, and then late castle. So he's going to have, you know, of course, late knights and late mortars. Now, which do I prefer? I prefer to go for the late Sanctum, because, I don't know, for some reason, I don't like the idea that my opponent could get tier 3 melee and the awesome counter to priest, which is mortars, before me. It's almost like a preemptive thing. And in all honesty, like, you can have, like, fine, just have more priests than me. Like, I don't care that much, because first of all, you're going to have a late tier 3, so you're not going to have inner fire before me. Secondly, you can heal much faster than me, that's fine, but I can deal more damage than you, and so it kind of balances out. So yeah, definitely, depending on, you know, the state of the game, whether you're being pressured. I mean, I'm sure that was another aspect weighing on Storm's mind. You know, he wanted the priest because he felt like he was going to get pressured, and you can't really use those healing scrolls in your base because your opponent can just send in a water elemental and cancel them all. So yeah, I mean, I don't blame him, I don't fault Storm for it, because it is a viable way to play the matchup, but you'll see that Todd does actually come up on top in this game for that reason, I think. So both players are just pumping out their 3-unit combo, the priest, the mortar, and the knight, and now it just comes down to just playing the game, guys. I guess, okay, how should I say this? The end is the same. You know, regardless of the path you took to get here, both players have reached the outcome that they wanted, which is the 3 heroes, you know, including the paladin, which actually, fast taking to tier 3 helps you get more quickly. That was another advantage that Todd got. But yeah, both players have tier 3. Both players are getting knights, mortars, and priests, and both players have 3 heroes that are close to level 5. Well, they're level like 4-2-1 versus 4-3-2. So now they're just creeping, because the next battle will probably be the last battle. With mortars, it is very, very easy to push your opponent's base after you win a battle. And so, obviously, like, the next battle will be, you know, in effect, the last battle. Especially since it's close spawns, because most likely the battle will take place right where teal is right now, or right between bases.
Forces are under attack.
So most of the creep camps have been crept out, and okay, so this brings to my next point. Alright, I've actually recorded this audio like 3 times, and so it's hard for me to remember what I've talked about. But anyway, I have a deep-seated love for the top right and bottom left creep camps. The biggest, the baddest, the badass creep camps of Turtle Rock. Because a few reasons actually. First of all, you can always set up that hidden expansion, which is really not scouted very often, especially the bottom left expansion. I don't know why, but people usually don't scout it out, which is a big plus, especially if you're like human or night elf, where you can kind of hide your shit. The top right one, I don't know, it usually drops better items. Not really, but it seems that way, don't you think? Either way, I really like these creep camps. They offer a lot of experience, especially if you need to power creep your hero, your third hero or second hero. And yeah, I love it, I love it, I love it. The second favorite creep camps are the merchants, just because of that Obs ward. What's it called? Watcher ward. Because of those. I like that.
I await your command.
So now, Todd definitely has the better army. He's upgraded Flare, which will come into play later, as you'll find out. And so he's heading over to force a conflict. He is at 70 of 80. His opponent is at 60 of 60. That's not good. I don't know if he forgot to build farms or what, but like he's in the troubles. So look at these mortars firing over the trees, attacking this barracks. You can see, even you turn Fog of War on real quick. You can see that the mortars have no idea where. They can't see. The Fog of War is over the hill. So what you could do, and what he's doing right now, he's using Flare on the base of Storm, and so then he can see the barracks, he can see the farms, whatever, and he can use the mortars to fire over. Very, very good move. I love it, I love it, I love it. Mortars are a great unit. One of my favorites. So, if I was Storm, which I'm not, I would have actually gone into my base and waited for the conflict there. He's on level ground with Todd, which I don't recommend. You know, he could have been on that hill, which would have given him a bit of an advantage. Also a little choke point. As it stands, all these mortars are just raining hellfire on top of the priests and the mortars, and it's just really a bad situation because he can't flank these mortars very well, and even if he could, he's not. Like, I don't like how Storm handled this battle. I'm not saying that maybe he wasn't already going to lose this game, but no, I don't like how he handled it. You can see that these lava spawns are doing some really nice damage. Level 2 lava spawns actually are, well, I mean, they're the same as level 2 water elementals in a sense. Like, they have a wider range of damage, but their beam damage is actually equal to that of a water elemental. So it's good stuff. And he's got 3 of them right now. They cost a hell of a lot of mana. Oh, there's GG. So, anyway, back to what I was saying. Lava spawns cost a hell of a lot of mana. They cost like 125. Something really ridiculous. And you say to yourself, well, hey, Talamasca, what's up, yo? The water elementals cost 125 too.